All right, going into week 4 of online church only. And so Wednesday night normally would be rehearsal night, but it has become shoot night. And I thought I'd give you a little tour of our makeshift video studio that we're using for our online services. Is anyone else's auditorium just a complete wreck right now? When we finally do have to go back to normal, we have so much work to do. We have pillaged equipment and gear from all parts of the church, and this room is just a wreck. So the first change that we made is that we actually went to worship in the round. Instead of everyone facing out to a bunch of empty seats, we actually moved everyone into a circle, which means that we moved the drums from their little cage off to the side of the stage onto the stage itself. And we have a drummer that has a pretty light hand, and so that prevents all the other microphones turning into drum microphones. So drums are over there, lead electric in that corner, that's me right there. We have piano, and then we have a couple of singers. One stands right there, and then we have another one by those crates, and then a rhythm electric player that also sings. So 7 people on the stage, 2 people in the media booth, a total of 9. So we have under 10 people in the room as we shoot this. And then we're doing 4 camera shots, all with iPhones, except one I think is a GoPro. One of the shots gets stage left. The other shot gets stage right. We have this third one that is the GoPro that kind of is a nice wide shot. And then we have this 4th camera that we keep playing with and haven't found anything that we liked. For Easter, we actually decided to move it to a wide shot, and this is what it looked like. So one of the biggest things to figure out has been lighting, because normally everyone faces this way into the seats, and then we have this lighting right up here, and it all hits us. But because we're in the round and we have different cameras at different spots, we've had to get creative. We have this preach wash that kind of washes the stage. We also have these down lights that we normally don't use, but we're using them just to kind of splash some light onto the stage. And then we've even rigged up some lights in our baptistry area that are getting the opposite sides that we can't get from our normal light bar. We also have all of these patio lights all around the stage. One, because it creates this nice little ambiance in the shot of the cameras, but it also provides light all over the stage, and we've strung these lights just in front of where the people are, so it kind of creates a little bit of a front wash on each individual member of the band. And then we just have our cameras all around the stage on tripods, but because our stage is hollow and the drums actually make a lot of things shake, we've had to put nearly all of our tripods on these blankets and on these foam panels that we have, just to reduce some of the shake. It doesn't completely get rid of it. We do have to add a little bit of stabilization afterwards in post, but it gets rid of a lot of it. One nice thing about doing worship in the round, especially in a situation like this where you're leading people in worship through the lens of a camera and you can't like see them, they're there. You are leading those people, but you just can't see them and kind of get, sense their response. But because you put everyone in the round and everyone can see each other, you at least know that you're not alone. And that helps when you're leading worship in an environment like this. And the reason why we are using iPhone cameras instead of, we have access to some nicer cameras, but the fact that they're all iPhones, when you do multicam, it's easier to color grade them and make them all match because they're all pretty similar cameras. And also, at least for me, because I'm the one doing a lot of the editing for this, I'm using all my kids' iPhones and they come home with me, and then it's easier to get the footage off of the phones versus somebody else's phones and SD cards and all that. I have a few more resources you can check out. A couple of those have to do with broadcast mix and how to set up your audio and make that sound good. The reason why we can get away with lesser quality cameras like the iPhone is that our audio sounds really good. If you can get your audio sounding amazing in your live stream or in the videos that you create for your Facebook premieres, then you're 75% of the way there, I think. There's also some videos you can check out about copyright law and streaming. I'm gonna put all that in the description, as well as links to a few podcasts that I've done about some of the things that we're doing at our church, and also what some of my friends are doing at other churches of similar sizes. So tons of resources to check out in the description below.